What is data science, and how is it used? Data science is the process of extracting knowledge and insights from data using statistics, machine learning, and domain expertise. What's the difference between supervised and unsupervised learning? Supervised learning uses labeled data, while unsupervised learning works within labeled data to find patterns. Explain overfitting and how to prevent it. Overfitting occurs when a model performs well on training data but poorly on unseen data. Regularization and cross-validation can help. What is a confusion matrix? A confusion matrix is a table used to evaluate the performance of a classification model by comparing predicted and actual values. What's the difference between Python and R for data analysis? Python is versatile and widely used in machine learning, while R excels in statistical analysis and visualization. What is feature engineering? Feature engineering involves creating new input features or modifying existing ones to improve model performance. How do you handle missing data? I use techniques like mean, median imputation, dropping missing rows, or predictive modeling to estimate missing values. What's your experience with SQL? I write complex queries to extract, filter, and join data from relational databases. Explain what cross-validation is. Cross-validation is a technique to assess a model's performance by splitting data into training and validation sets. What is PCA, and why is it used? Principal component analysis reduces dimensionality by transforming features into a smaller set of uncorrelated components. How do you choose the right model for a dataset? I consider the dataset type, problem statement, and evaluation metrics while experimenting with multiple models. What is a p-value? A p-value indicates the probability of observing the results given the null hypothesis is true. What are the differences between clustering and classification? Clustering groups similar data points, while classification assigns labels to data based on predefined categories. What is a random forest? Random forest is an ensemble learning technique combining multiple decision trees to improve classification or regression. How do you evaluate a machine learning model? I use metrics like accuracy, precision, recall, F1 score, and ROCAUC depending on the problem. What is bias-variance trade-off? It's a balance between underfitting bias and overfitting variance to improve model generalization. What is time series analysis? Time series analysis examines data points over time to identify patterns, trends, and seasonality. What is the curse of dimensionality? It refers to the challenges that arise as the number of features in a dataset increases, making models less effective. What is A/B testing? A/B testing compares two versions of a product or feature to determine which performs better. What is the difference between bagging and boosting? Bagging reduces variance by averaging models, while boosting improves weak models iteratively. What is deep learning? Deep learning is a subset of machine learning that uses neural networks with multiple layers to model complex data patterns. Explain the concept of a neural network. A neural network is a computational model inspired by the human brain, consisting of layers of nodes that process inputs to produce outputs. What is gradient descent? Gradient descent is an optimization algorithm used to minimize the error of a model by adjusting its parameters iteratively. What is the role of activation functions in neural networks? Activation functions introduce nonlinearity into the network, enabling it to learn complex patterns. What is the difference between batch and online learning? Batch learning trains on the entire dataset at once, while online learning updates the model incrementally with each data instance. What are ensemble methods? Ensemble methods combine predictions from multiple models to improve accuracy and robustness. Explain the difference between Hadoop and Spark. Hadoop is a distributed storage and processing system, while Spark is a faster in-memory processing engine. What is regularization in machine learning? Regularization adds penalties to the loss function to prevent overfitting by discouraging complex models. What is a ROC curve? A ROC curve plots the true positive rate against the false positive rate at various thresholds to evaluate a classifier. What is a recommender system? A recommender system suggests products or content based on user preferences and behavior. What is the difference between ETL and ELT? ETL extract, transform, load transforms data before loading, while ELT extract, load, transform transforms data after loading. What is a Markov chain? A Markov chain is a stochastic process where the next state depends only on the current state. What are the advantages of using cloud computing for data science? Cloud computing offers scalability, cost efficiency, and access to powerful computing resources. Explain the difference between k-means and k-nearest neighbors KNN. K-means is a clustering algorithm, while KNN is a classification algorithm. What is a survival analysis? Survival analysis examines time to event data to model and predict the duration until an event occurs. How do you perform exploratory data analysis (EDA)? I use visualization tools, descriptive statistics, and feature correlation analysis to understand the data. What is a hash function, and where is it used in data science? A hash function maps data to a fixed size value. It's used in tasks like indexing, cryptography, and data deduplication. What are some common time series forecasting models? Common models include ARIMA, SARIMA, and exponential smoothing. What is the significance of the central limit theorem in data science? The central limit theorem states that the distribution of sample means approaches normality as sample size increases. What is data augmentation? Data augmentation involves generating additional data samples by applying transformations to existing data. What's the difference between MapReduce and Spark? MapReduce processes data in batches, while Spark processes data in memory for faster computation. What is the importance of data pipelines? Data pipelines automate the flow of data between systems, ensuring consistency and scalability. What is the purpose of one-hot encoding? One-hot encoding converts categorical variables into binary vectors for compatibility with machine learning algorithms. What is an outlier? An outlier is a data point significantly different from others, potentially indicating variability or errors. How do you optimize a machine learning model? I use techniques like hyperparameter tuning, feature selection, and cross-validation.